I put supposed to put spirits, but what spirits would be? Peace and blessings, family. How y'all doing tonight? You're tuning in to the spiritual vote. I'm Brother Adinkra, and this is my lovely wife, Wunam.
A part of your day. Everyone's dream.
Get them, hey, let's get them
If you
likes up
know what
early.
I mean.
Get them likes
L-O-V-E
up
is
early.
love. L-O-V-E is love. All right, y'all. L-O-V-E is love. All right, y'all hear that? Ain't no way you'll live without our love. Ain't no way we'll live without your love. Y'all hear that? Right? We need love. Love, 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 love. Y'all hear that? That's an old one, y'all. All right. All right. Let's pause that for a minute. Welcome to the Spiritual Vault. I am Wunam, aka Nikki Love.
And I am Brother Adinkra, and we are your African indigenous traditional healers. How y'all doing tonight?
We know all is well. I know all is well. We don't never want to hope all is well. We want to know all is well. For the simple fact, we don't want to put negative energy into it, okay? So remember that. When you talk to people, say, well, I hope all is well. No, we know all is well. We're putting it in the ethers. We're putting it in the universe. We're letting you know that all will be well because we put it out there. How about that?
How about it?
All right, y'all. I'm a little bit upbeat tonight. I did get to take a little bit of nap, but I still got bags under my eyes because I didn't get to rest well today. Had reading soon as I woke up from my nap. Had to get out and get some packages off, y'all. We had a little bit of a busy day. Hey, Corey. Hey. All right, brother. Think you want to do the roll call for YouTube? I got Facebook as
Uh,
usual.
Let me see. We got about 11 people on the chat, but nobody's talking tonight. We got Pinky Lee and we got Sunshine Girl. That's a tongue twister if you say it too fast.
Pinky Lee and Sunshine Girl. Hey, ladies. How are you? I know all is well with
Peace,
you tonight.
peace and blessings, family. Put your name in the chat. Where you from?
All right. Jennifer Rose, the YouTube is Nikki Love Wunam. That's NICKY LOVEWUN as in Nancy, AM Wunam. Okay. Now, Jennifer Rose, you're texting me while we're on here. I'm looking at the camera and I'm seeing your texts. I'm gonna tell you this. My daughter today, they didn't get her order. She paid her. She didn't want the food today. She's gonna order it tomorrow. So if you want to come pick up your soap tomorrow, you can. Okay, you can come pick it up tomorrow. You call me off air. Okay.
We got Mia Brooks. We got the virtuous one. We got Miss Erica. We got Kia Green. We got Ellen Johnson.
All right, we got a full house in YouTube. All right, we got Angela D. Payne. We got Nepes, Zakia. We got Sierra. We got Jennifer Rose, Corey. We got Kylie Jones. We got Yamoja. Hey, family. Hey, ladies. Facebook. I know all is well. All right, y'all know what time it is. We're doing it a little bit early this week because, you never know, you know, how things go. Might get busy, might be going off somewhere to do some other things. So we are doing the May predictions, okay? Y'all knew we do the monthly predictions, so we're doing May predictions. And then we're going to take some questions, okay? So we're going to start off with the May predictions. Hey, Star Eve. Hey, sister, how you doing? Okay? And then we are going to take it from there. Go ahead, brother Dinker. You started. Y'all started.
Okay.
Okay, wait. He does the energy, so he does the cards before he gets on. And I don't know why, because he can see. He's trying to pretend like he can't. But he does very well with the cards. Spirit talk to him through them cards. So he's going to do the cards, and then I'm going to tell you what I spiritually see with my first eye.
Okay, yeah, like she said, I read the energy of the month, and she goes into her spiritual sight.
My spiritual insight. My first eye. Let me tell y'all, today we was out here to go get the tire change, y'all. Because we got some, a big nail in that tire. And if I only find out who did it, they're going to have problems. Because I can't stand unrighteous people. But with saying that, y'all, I was doing my sun gazing today. And I was able to be out in an open place. Because while we're getting the tire, it's very open. The sun, it was getting brighter and brighter. And I can feel the sun infusing these new energy code into my brain, into my body. It was a really beautiful feeling. I can't even explain, but you all need to try it too. Sun gives us vitamin D, but I'm talking about this is part of the transformation that we're going through as ancient ones. So with saying that, family, try it. I can feel it going straight through the top of my crown, through my body.
Yeah, so it's really amazing, baby. So we're gonna get into this.
But you really amazing, baby. Why? Because you didn't know what I was doing today when I was sitting there, right? You
Nah,
know, I was
what
sitting
I
there with my
what
eyes closed.
when I was driving.
No. How we gonna do it when you was driving? When he was
Um,
changing the tire. That
oh,
quick.
when you was talking about. Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that quick. He he was changing the tire. It was really amazing.
So anyway, what we're getting ready to get into the month of May, and the energy I see presenting itself this month. And I think it's more to do with circumstances this month because what I see is the energy of a goon, right? The energy of a goon is going to be out and heavy this month, very prevalent. When I got the card of a goon, what spirit was showing me that he's going to be going to war on our behalf. He's going to be clearing out obstacles, and what I was picking up too at the end of the reading, I kept seeing a lot of things that were being done physically. I seen Ogun pushing out the way and pushing aside and moving and clearing the path for um for things to be set in order and for righteousness to take place. And I see him working, and not just him but other energies working to deliver justice for humanity, right? And so you got to remember, if a goon is out, the rest of them are coming out, and what I seen is the rest of the spirits are heavy too, but he's coming to clear the path for humanity, and which means is he'll be removing a lot of blocks, and what spirit also showed me, this what's going on right now physically is it's a war, and spiritually it's a war between the righteous and the wicked. And what it was showing me is like a goon just coming through slaying the wicked, like for things they've done, the things they put out, um, that they're gonna have to pay for that. And it seems like, and it's crazy because it seems like I say this like every other month, like in the
Hmm.
readings, but this is what Spirit is giving me. So Spirit also said it's just a time for people to it's time for people to do the right thing. It's time for people to really, really get on doing what's right and doing what's righteous. A lot of the things that we seen in the earth, um, the ancestors are not happy with. You know what I mean? The molestation of the children being killed, and they're just not happy with it. And it's just time for all of these things to come to an end, and for righteousness to come to humanity, and justice to be served. And what I, what it was showing me too, Spirit was showing me that those who are responsible for this outbreak and this what they call the so-called pandemic that's going around the world, they are going to be the ones that's going to be dealt with. Just as if these people have died and caused people to lose their life, the ones that they use as collateral damage, this will also happen to them. They also will have their life taken from them. Um, Also, another thing came up last month. We were getting a lot of calls about people seeing serpents, right?
Yep.
And serpent spirits, and it's crazy because spirit was showing me that a lot of the it's two things with the serpent energy that they was showing, and it was presenting itself. One was these beings are back, but the ones that are doing unrighteousness, they show me them actually being slaughtered also. The ones that are doing things that they have no business. These especially the ones that are controlling the earth, are partaking part in this global epidemic that's sweeping the earth with the CVD-19. Like it showed me that they will be slaughtered. But also, it's also on the spiritual sense. What it was saying too is that a lot of us need to shed a lot of the our baggage, and we need to go into our inner self, and we need to bring out all the things that we wanted to do and the things that we think about a lot and we feel like we can't do. Spirit is saying you need to tap into your inner self and bring that out, because a lot of us are very creative, but a lot of us are scared to dig deep down inside and start to push forward and go for what we want. Spirit is saying no longer that. You got to go for what you want, and this, because once this end is going to be a new era. It's going to be a new, like a lot of people keep using the term new earth. It'll be a new earth, and I keep seeing the same thing. Also, this is going to be something that's going to change the world. The energy that after this year and next year is going to be totally different. Humanity are going to start to have more respect for each other, and like I say, this is just a time to really just tap into your inner potential, because it's like we're given an opportunity to take everything in, soak it up, but we're also given a chance to relax and gather our thoughts now, because everybody have to stay at home. People are trying to stay at home more.
That's right.
So this is a time for y'all to be working on things that y'all want to create for yourself.
That's right. Take this time to relax and do whatever you want to do while you're at home.
And the last thing that I was picking up also with this was it's a lot of people that were in on this. They might not have had nothing to do with the kidnapping or the killing of people, but I do see a lot of people that that knew about certain things, didn't stop certain things, or didn't say anything. They're feeling a lot of remorse, because what's happening is they're feeling the wrath, and they're actually they know the judgment is coming for them. They know that the things they have done are finna be exposed, and they have to answer for these things.
They ought to feel some goddamn remorse. They should feel more than remorse. Damn perverted asses. I don't care. No, nobody say I cannot stand that energy of just knowing the things that they did to these children. They all kind. Look here. You're lucky. Like I'm not responsible for the punishment. Because if I was responsible for the punishment, oh boy, I had the severest punishment you could ever find in your life. Anyway, family. So you done, brother Dinker, with
Yeah,
your
I'm
particular.
done. That's
All
the
right.
energy of the
So
month.
he gave the energy of the month. I'm gonna tell you what I see with the energy of the month. We've been saying this for a while. We do know that everybody's still recovering from this whole pandemic of what's going on. I don't even want to say the name of it because I'm so goddamn tired of hearing the name. I don't know what to tell y'all. Every time you put on something, is this. I'm gonna just use C word, okay? So I'm just tired of hearing all of it. But at the end of the day, what we must know, you have to look at the good of it. Like he said, this is a time where you can really reflect on what you want to do in your life, okay? If some of you all are able to do this, because I do know there's a few people that are getting depressed from it, and those people, we want to ask that pretty much reach out to family and try to, overcome being depressed, because I got a couple of calls, and I know one of my sisters said she was depressed, and, I feel so bad for her because she felt stuck. She felt like she was claustrophobic. And it did take that effect on some other people. So try to really support family, find out where their mind is at, find out how they're feeling about this whole situation, and see if you can support them and uplift them in a way, that they need to be uplifted so they don't get depressed. Um, as I told you all on the last month, beginning of April, we told you by the end of this month we will probably seeing this stuff start dying down, which of course in Atlanta, Georgia, it is dying down. But people are not happy about this, y'all. People are not happy about it at all, okay? And what's sad about this is that the mayor of Georgia is going back with the governor of Georgia, so it's a mess. Honestly speaking, we're here in the mix of it. And what I will say is at the end of the day, I'm still keeping the mask on. I'm still carrying hand sanitizer, still got the gloves. I ain't changing nothing. As far as mixing and mingling with people, I'm not ready to do that either. Okay. Now, with saying that, I'm gonna have to be on a mayor side of what is taking place. It's too soon to kind of open up. And wherever you're at, in whatever state you are, you also, monitor that and feel how you feel for yourself. Me being out there, we had to go mail some packages there, y'all. At the end of the day, I'm still standing 6 feet behind. I don't want you in my face. I'm still keeping my mask on. It is what it is. But the flip side of this all for this month of May, a lot more people are going to be feeling, as Brother Dinker was saying in some of his energy, readings, they're going to be feeling more relaxed. It's this time when you can reflect on what you want to do. Some of you all may have lost your jobs, and if you did, it's okay. That means maybe you're supposed to start working for yourself. This is going to be the month where some people are going to really take their businesses to the next level where you're going to manifest, into existence or whatever you wanted to do. So this is the time when you need to be working on it, when you need to be focused on it, and May you should be, launching it off the ground, okay? Because what I'm seeing is ancestors is getting ready to take it to another whole level. A lot of people that have their own businesses and wanted to start businesses are getting ready to just see it take off, okay? These corporations, a lot more corporations, don't say I didn't tell you also, are getting ready to go out of business. And I'm talking about some big corporation Spirit showed me. One of the places I seen closing, which they did put it up on news, is I told y'all I think it was a couple months I told you I seen Burger King closing down, right? And there was some other businesses. I think Macy's went out of business. Well, we're going to be seeing some more big corporations go out of business, okay? One of the reasons this is going to take place is because as you all heard in that Bible, which is really part of an African proverb, it says, the rich shall be poor and the poor shall be rich. And what that literally means is that the rich will be stripped of all their greed and all their money and all the things that they had because they didn't choose to share with what we call the poor. The poor shall become rich, not in monetary gain, but in spiritual which means they will become more spiritual. Okay? Because we didn't need the physical. And I don't even like to use the word poor because we weren't goddamn poor. As long as you had a roof over your head, food in your mouth, and a penny in your pocket, you were not poor. Okay? Now, with saying that, the rich, the poor shall be evolved and transformed on a higher level that no money can touch. You got what I'm saying? That means when we've been telling y'all to go outside, and this is just word from ancestors, y'all, and talk to that tree or stand on that earth, and connect yourself with all the elements, that's where your riches is going to be coming from because you are going to be in tune with mother, with nature. You're going to be in tune knowing that nature provides everything that you need to sustain life. That means I don't care if you put a piece of gold in front of me or if you put $1,000,000 in front of me, I still will have nature that will make me rich in spirit and provide everything that I need to sustain life. Don't get it confused. Now, with saying that, family, understand this clearly. It is transforming over to a new earth because while we were all in the house, the earth had to rest. And as you all have seen, if you pay attention to science, it has slowed down, okay? The rotation has slowed down, which is allowing our mother earth to go through its transformation as well, okay? We are going to see, as Brother Dinkra said, he said the Ogun energy, but that energy, and not Ogun, I see more. I see the Shango, I see the Oyo. I mean, we're using those gods because that's what everybody knows. Okay, the same the energy of those gods. Okay, they're all fighting right now. We got our warrior gear on. They got their warrior gear on, and they're slaying. Okay, they are slaying. They're not playing. They're not playing. They're not going to tolerate the hunger. They're not going to tolerate them messing with the children no more. They're not going to tolerate people struggling while they're sitting back in their yachts and their planes and all the money that they think they have that make them so much higher. All of that is getting ready to be taken away. Ma'at is bringing the balance back to us. So what we're getting ready to see coming into May is more of this type of energy that's going to be presented, okay? Don't say we didn't tell you so. So basically, y'all, clap your hands, go outside, throw your hands up. You understand? Thank your cosmic beings, thank your ancestors, thank your ancient ancestors because they are really fighting on your behalf to bring that balance back. And they're not going to tolerate all that we have seen this patriarchal, chaotic leadership around the world put into play. It's getting ready to be taken down. The serpent energy now. A lot of people have been having dreams. A lot of people have been having dreams about snakes. Now, I think one of my sisters said a snake. Her cat bought her a snake. Brother Dinkra, before we go on, you want to share the dreams you had?
Yeah, I had a dream where the the one of the kids had had let like 10 snakes in the house, and they were all vipers. So they were all poisonous, and they were coming in, and I was trying to get everybody away from them. We was getting everybody back, and then the snake just came straight up to me and bit me in my ankle. That was 3 days ago. Then I had another dream. Um, the same thing happened, but this time in this dream, the snake bit me in my wrist. So when we start getting these signs and stuff, we have to read them. But it was very interesting. But when, like I said, when I got ready to do the show, I started pulling through the cards. I started pulling the cards and reading the cards, and then we get the serpent energy again. And then what Spirit is saying is like they're coming through to even slay those beings also,
That's
the
right.
ones that are evil.
So you're talking about the ancient Naga energy that's coming through to slay, to do work, to get rid of them, unrighteous, just ratchet, how can I put it? Energy vampires, all kind of negative stuff they like to do. Spirit is coming through, the Nagas are coming through to slay it all down. Now I want to say something else too about the snake. The snake also is a representation of transformation. Okay, so when you either see a snake and you're caused by a snake, or it's in your dreams, and they don't bite you, that basically means you getting ready to go through a transformation. Okay,
Remember this time last year, I walked over a snake that was in the pothole. Remember that?
right? Yeah, yeah. So
And it was poisonous too.
that was poisonous too. But now, when it bites you in the dream, that means that you need to work on some things. You need to get rid of your how can I put this? Your baggage. You need to get rid of any bad. I don't care whether it's about relationship, whether it's about mommy daddy issues, whatever it may be. You must let it go. The snake is letting you know. I'm biting you to get rid of those things, to get that venomous energy out of your soul. Okay, so you can become anew. Okay.
Yeah.
Go
That's what I'm
ahead.
saying. A shredding and letting go of the past, and coming into your new self.
Right. So
Because remember, the snake shreds its old skin.
well, we know that, and that's where the transformation comes in. But we're talking about when the snake strikes you. When that snake strikes you, that means it's a very of importance for you to get it together. That means you go to your ancestors and you plead with your ancestors, please help me. Because a lot of times we hold things into our subconscious mind. And when we hold it into our subconscious mind, it allows us to, actually bring it out in real time, not realizing that it's coming from the subconscious mind, and you're not realizing that this energy is still, you're holding on to. Let it go. Let it go. We're talking about a whole new transformation we're making, okay? A new earth, a new you, okay? All of the time you've had to rest your mind while you're stuck in the house and doing all the things you're doing and relax your mind. A new you. This spirit is saying, do what you got to do, okay? Now, when that snake bites you, as in his situation, he's got some things he's got to let go of permanently, because what they're doing is bringing him into a new okay, basically, family, sum it up like this: just like we had to slow the earth down, they're slowing you down. That dream was a representation of that. So you being struck by the snake, brother Dinkra, was basically saying they had to slow you down so you can get your thoughts together to do what you had to do. Okay. Now, that means the enemy is close. Jonisha, no, it doesn't. Not in African
That
tradition.
in Western terms, that's what that
In
means.
Western terms, that's what that means. In African tradition, that's not what that means. Okay, all right, that does not mean.
In
Okay,
African terms, it also means that your ancestors are watching. If they're around you,
right,
it means
right.
the ancestors are watching you.
Watching you now. At the end of the day, Janitra and now I've just, and it's funny, y'all, because before I come on the show, I put a picture up of my snake. I had 2012, right? My snake's name was Shango. I could use that snake to do spiritual work, but I didn't do it unless I had to, which means if anybody was doing negative energy, negative things, I would send it back. Okay, so you can do that in ritual or spiritual work. Now, of course, we would try to heal them first. Don't get it confused. But if they didn't want to do right and they want to have a spiritual war, you got to do what you got to do. Y'all know what I mean? So we're going to keep it moving. I want to say this, though. Okay. There's been a couple of sightings. There's also been the government exposing the fact that they've been, seeing UFOs. They're exposing it now. They ain't telling you nothing we didn't say years ago. We ain't nothing we ain't talked about with Dr. Blair on the Nikki Love radio show. We had Dr. Blair when we had the fifth dimension back in 2012. Okay, so with saying that, family, there's going to be real soon. You're gonna hear some more about it. There's going to be
Mm-hmm.
real. This is what spiritual show me, y'all. And I'm gonna tell you in the second week of May, something's gonna come within. I'm gonna say within the next 2 weeks. There's gonna be something else where there's gonna be a sighting, not just of a ship, but of one of the reptilian beings. Okay, that's the spirit is showing me. But within the next 2 weeks, do look out for violent weather because they have to hide behind this weather. So don't be surprised if you see more tornadoes, more hurricane winds, okay, more rain, and this is going to be across all of America. And
Mm-hmm.
they have to put this out there because they are not playing.
That's interesting because I was coming across the weather channel, right? And they
Uh-huh.
were showing a map of the United States, and they were showing they were showing it coming up from the bottom of Texas, going all the way up into Canada.
Mhm.
Like what you saying, the bad weather they were showing storms, lightning, wind, and and apparently there've been a lot of it's been like this big hailstorm that keeps happening in Houston, Texas.
Really.
They were showing it. I think it happened last week, and I think today also.
Mhm.
So
All right, y'all.
if
So
I'm
y'all
not
get ready
mistaken.
for that. Now remember, I told y'all this a couple months ago. The weather is going to be violent, right? But this has to take place for one. There's two things because we need to cleanse and because they're hiding what's going on up there and down here. Okay?
A lot of tornadoes, just a lot.
Right. So with saying that, family, um, don't be surprised. Make sure you keep your flashlight, your candles. As I said before, your survival kits. Don't be surprised because it's about to go down. Okay. And another thing too, Spirit is saying, don't be so ready and quick to go out yet. Okay. They're opening up a lot of things, but don't be so quick and ready to go out and go to the clubs and be around too many people. Make sure you still keep your protection on. Okay.
hmm Miss Erica said we're expecting bad weather in Texas. It was bad today.
See what I'm saying? Okay.
Alan Johnson says been having bad storms here in Houston and more tonight.
See what I'm saying? But y'all ain't see nothing yet. Don't say I didn't tell you so. Candy Rain, NASA finally showed clips today of the two spaceships. Yeah, I know, but y'all ain't see nothing yet. They're going to start talking about them revealing themselves. Watch within the next 2 weeks. All right. Hey, Mix Teresa. Okay. Hanif says, did you feel fear of the snake? Did you feel pain from the snake bite? Being aware of those elements may help determine meaning of the dreams. She's talking
No,
to me.
I didn't feel the snake bite.
Okay. All right, I'm an emergency manager. Yep, I'm an emergency manager. Grayson, elaborate on that. What you mean you're an emergency manager? We had a storm today, and I heard there was hail and MO. Okay, it's true. I haven't been wearing a mask at all. These tornadoes been hitting Texas bad. We are having bad weather for the week. Okay, y'all
Cause
haven't seen nothing yet.
Texas got it's been a lot of sightings and stuff in Texas, but also Texas got a lot of karma coming to it for what they've done
Oil
to
fracking.
not only oil fracking, but they done a lot of wrong to black people in Texas.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of wrong. A lot of they've it's been a lot of instances where they killed innocent people on death row, all kind of stuff. Did a lot of stuff. It was a man that Bush could have let go that they knew they had proof that he didn't kill the person he supposedly killed, and Bush still killed him. Bush is like kind of like,
Really?
yeah.
Hmm.
So a lot of things. Texas got a lot of karma come to it, and plus that a lot of things they've done to Mother Earth.
Digging at her womb.
They got an answer for, especially the fracking.
All right, family. Well, we're saying that. That's sad to hear. That makes me angry. You kill somebody and you know they was in it, you still gonna put them to sleep just because you can. That's why, as I always say, family, their doing will be their very own undoing, and all the unrighteous works that they have done, okay, will be exposed. They will fight amongst each other. Their own will expose them. Don't say I didn't tell you so.
Um, Let me see.
It's been sunny and hot here in Cali. It feels weird, but I enjoy the sun. Yeah, it almost feels like it's almost a fake type of energy, right, Candy Rain? That's kind of how I felt here. I look out the window. As soon as I get up in the morning, I like to look out the window. And I look out the window, and it just feels like the energy, like it's a fake type of light. Y'all remember The Wizard of Oz? or the Wiz. We know the Wiz. He's on down the road. Y'all remember that, right? So, anyway, remember when it looked like it was a whole city had this big light? You know what I mean? Richard Pryor played the Wiz, but it felt like that type of energy, like they just turned on a light over the earth. That's how it felt. But I knew the sun was real because I could feel it beaming in the top of my brain. Okay.
Pink Pink 27 Smith says, "Do you see a cure coming soon?"
A cure for what? Corona?
Yeah.
Which strand? Because they got four. Which one? And at the end of the day, I feel like people need to understand corona is a virus. A virus, usually they say it has to take its course, okay? Um, this is a virus that is going to need some you're going to have to go to Mother Earth on this one. There's not going to be an antibiotic. There no antibiotics can cure viruses, but you're gonna have to go to Mother Earth, and that's why I'm telling you, I'll go outside. And like Brother Adinkra said, we got to go to our ancestors. This is the time when you need to be having a great relationships with your ancestors. Do not neglect them. Talk to your ancestors. Plead with them. I mean, outside and inside. Okay, don't neglect your ancestors.
Um. You know what's interesting, right? I was watching something on viruses, and they said viruses are really dead, right? And they were saying, well, maybe that the way we treat them is not right, is not conducive to getting rid of them. But what I thought about it is like, in a lot of instances, when people get rid of viruses that they have, a lot of times, because they say it's dead. And what do you do? What do you do to kill viruses? Usually, is you do the opposite. You do things that require you to live better. So you start eating a clean diet, and you alkaline your body. So you know how they say, when you alkaline your body, no disease can live in it. And I just thought that was interesting, that because you're doing stuff to live, and
Well,
they putting
basically,
some and that's
I mean,
something in.
right. Sorry to cut your wisdom, but they say that virus can't, but that's not true.
Yeah, they say it can't be,
They say that's
but
not
that's a
true.
lie.
And the thing about it, yes, you can alkaline your body. Yes, there are plants. There's a plant for everything you could think of. We may not
Hmm.
have them all in America, and some of them we do, and we don't even know. But if you go to that Amazon in South Africa, you'll find them. Now, we're saying that, family, viruses. Let's put it this way. When you get a virus on your computer, your body's the same way. You gotta fight a virus like you fight a virus on a computer. Your body's a computer, so put that in your memory. Your body is a computer. Fight a virus like you fight a computer virus. I don't give a damn if you got to do it every hour on an hour. You take herbs, different herbs, natural herbs, different things that will knock a virus out of this, right off this box. Okay, that's how you have to deal with it. Um, this energy also too in the month of May
Mm.
coming is saying that we must. Spirit is saying that we must and must revert back to natural things. Okay, as much as you can.
Hmm.
Try to avoid actual synthetic anything. Okay, synthetic anything.
And that's a,
Try to revert back to natural things. Go
and
ahead,
that's
brother.
another thing. Like she's right, because this also a coordinated effort to stop humans from consuming animals. Period. Right. And to me, that lines up with what the ancestors said, and being higher being said, you got to stop killing these animals and eating them. So what I took from that is, that they had their companies racing all over the world to create meat, right? Meat that they can grow. And it's gonna be steak and chicken, and you're not gonna be able to tell the difference. So this is what they're working hard on. Like, for you, not it's gonna bleed, it's gonna look like regular meat. You're not gonna be able to tell. The only thing they got it down, but they haven't got it. They haven't got the taste down. Like when you cook it or you
Mhm.
season it, it's gonna taste like what it's supposed to taste like. That's what they're working on. So to me, that just tells me that they're growing our own stuff, and doing a plant based diet anyway.
That's right. So, pretty much, family, do take it serious because your body's going to start letting you know. Now, don't say I didn't tell y'all so. Your body is going to start letting you know. Watch. Coming into May, into the summertime, your body's going to say, I don't want this. Your body's going to say, this tastes funny. You understand? I'm telling y'all, watch. The body's getting ready to let y'all know. You need to change this. You need to do that. You need to do this. You need to drink more water. You need to do this. Your body's gonna start rejecting a lot of these synthetic or foods such as meats and stuff like that. Now, we do know everybody are not vegetarians, right? But I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Don't say I didn't tell y'all so. Start trying to get yourself more towards fish, seafood. And some people say, well, seafood's not good. It's better than damn meat. Is better than meat, okay? Um, any day and all day. But saying that, try to start winning yourself off. If you don't, your body's gonna let you know.
Um, Mia Brooks says, have you seen a reptilian? And if so, what did it look like?
They got different type of reptilians, Amia. You have different type of reptilians, and the reptilian beings, pretty much, what I see with them, they look like damn. Some of them look like lizards. Some of them look like snakes. You understand? I see a mix of them when I look at, as a matter of fact, I did the guy's exorcism on here. I could see the reptilian being. It was a serpent that was in him. So the one in his body looked more like a snake. It was showing me itself, and it was like a snake with a tongue, right? That's one I seen. There's another one that also looks like a lizard, but it changes. It how you call it?
Like a chameleon?
Yeah, it changes like a chameleon. Okay, that's one that I seen, Mia. They have coronavirus documentary on Netflix. What's the name of it, Jaleesa? We were watching one last night called
The pandemic?
no, it wasn't a
Which one?
pandemic. It was called Explained.
Yeah, because everybody keep telling us to watch these
Yeah,
things.
Explained.
Um, hold up. Erica McFarland says lightning bad right now. It was crazy, right? If you go pay attention to the lightning if you can. I ain't saying stand by the window or nothing, but if you see it, try to look up. If you're outside and like say you're driving a car, if you can look up, or if it's on the side of you, see if you could look. Because what we notice about the lightning, when back in the day when you see lightning, you'll see the lightning strike, the electricity go come from the sky and hit the earth. Now all you see is flashes in the light. That's not lightning. That's something else.
That's right.
So pay attention to that also.
All right. Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. That's okay. Huh. We are literally living in a documentary. Okay, what's the name, Jaleesa? I know word for the entire movie. Where's Man-Made Virus? Star Eve says Man-Made Virus. Hey, Majestic Raw. Hey, Derek Sellers. No, all is well, family. All right, so let me finish now.
They talking about the government is gonna send agents to knock on your door to test people for the coronavirus in Georgia. Man, some of these people in Georgia, a lot of people in Georgia got guns. This kind of remind me of Texas. It's a gun state.
It's a gun state,
And
yep.
I don't know. Some people ain't gonna have that because you got people that are really heavy into the Bible, and they'll die before they let something like that happen. There's gonna be a lot of people with that type of thinking
Yep.
because
Uh,
they feel like you're gonna try to put the mark of the beast in them.
yep. The Fall of Cabal is a good documentary. What is it about, Majestic Ra? This is a good cartoon that touched on GMO. Okay. All right, family. Jovita Shavara just joined. Peace and blessings, Jovita Shavara. Angelica Galvin just joined. Okay. Herberto Vasquez is watching with you. Okay. Lita AC Chi, Petty Escobar. Oh, we got a whole bunch of my Hispanic brothers and sisters on here. Peace and many blessings. Hernandez, watching you. Coronavirus explained in the name of it. Okay. Replying to Majestic. I just watched it yesterday and been starting sharing with family and friends. Life Allow Christians going to take everyone out. All right, there. You ain't never lying. You ain't never lying. You hear what I'm saying? You ain't never lying. And the thing about it is that they're going to have a problem on their hands because, especially here, Georgia's the Bible Belt.
Hmm.
Georgia's a Bible Belt. And let me tell you something. Georgia, y'all. I just got to say, it's going to be a mess. A mess.
Nisha Danny says, I just want to thank you for my ancestor reading. I am so excited and happy with the confirmation I received. It was so helpful and healing. So grateful.
You're so welcome for your ancestry reading. You're welcome.
Pink Smith 27 says they do fake fish. Yeah. They yeah, they do fake fish because they do synthetic crab meat and all of that too. But a lot of the fish that they sell in the market, you don't really want to eat. Like if you like when you see Atlantic salmon, that's farm raised salmon. That's
Yeah.
salmon that they have in a big ass lake, and then they don't feed it its proper diet, so a lot of them grow real big, and that's the way they can make a big profit. It's sort of like when the same thing they was doing with the cows. They were feeding cows,
Mm-hmm.
which caused the E. coli outbreak years ago. They were feeding cows a lot of corn grain and stuff like that, in which
Mm-hmm.
that's not his natural diet. And what they found was a corn based diet makes the cow fat, but
Right.
it was getting fat because it was getting sick because it causes the E. coli virus to grow in his body.
Right.
So that's what they had to stop. They had to switch back to letting it eat grass.
All right, y'all. Y'all hear that? So you might want to lay off for the meat, okay? All right. So we have. Let me say, hey, Bay Gray. Hey, y'all. My cousin Bay Gray is on here. I know all is well. Okay. All right. Um, we have. Let me see. uh Mr. Moreno. Oh, I got all my Hispanic brothers and sisters up here. Peace and blessings, family. Know all is well. Hey, Miguel, are you having a watch party? If you having a watch party, that's what I know why. And my brother Miguel probably having a watch party. All right, Evelina Mayon. All right, Majestic Ra. I eat the wild caught salmon. Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot better. The wild caught salmon, that's what you actually supposed to eat, and you could tell the difference too because the wild salmon is dark red, and the Atlantic salmon is light pink.
Yep. All right, family. All right, so now let's move on. So for the month of May, we did the weather. What else are we missing, y'all? Politics, politics, politics. Now, there's going to be some drama with President Trump and some of these governors, okay? There's going to be more drama. Now, you know, President Trump didn't agree with the fact that, so they say, okay, that Governor Kemp was open up Georgia again, okay? But there's getting ready to be some turmoil between governors of the states and Trump. Don't say I didn't tell y'all so. Okay? Gonna be a mess. Okay? Some more political people are going to be getting exposed for the evil and unrighteous works that they have done. Whether they were part of the ring with Harvey Weinstein, all that child sex trafficking, all of that. They're gonna be having some problems. Okay? And they're going to be exposed for who they are and for the unrighteousness that they have done, unrighteous things they have done. Okay.
Miss Erica, that's in Texas, I think. Miss Erica, I must be in Texas because I seen an article about that. It was a Texas mayor. She said she was condemning people for going to the nail salons and all
Hmm.
of that, and then she got caught in the nail salon.
Who got caught in the nail
The
salon?
mayor, they said a mayor of a Texas city. They didn't say what city, so I assume that must have been wherever in Texas what she's talking about.
Oh wow. Okay. All right, family. All right, now y'all got any questions? Let's come with the questions. Come with the questions. Oh, there's gonna be some more entertainers that's gonna die. There's gonna be some more entertainers that's gonna die. Okay. That's another thing Spirit showed me that there's more entertainers that's gonna be leaving out of here. Um.
Oh, that was in Beaumont. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. All right. Any questions, family? Any questions? We're taking questions now. So if you have questions, come with the questions. Um. Hmm.
Um, Pink 27 Smith says, I remember a reptilian movie back in the day where they ate humans. Well, the humans were really reptilians, and somebody
Hmm.
said something about them eating humans. All right here, right
Okay,
here.
that was the movie called V.
Yeah, I remember V.
I think and they would turn into a lizard and eat humans. Those are real beings. Those are real beings. Those ain't fake beings. Those are real. Okay. What else? Yeah, y'all miss Nikki. Is the truth get her? I'll get at her. Okay. Thank you, Pink. Our local mayor got caught in the nail salon scandal and made nationals. Oh, really? What happened, Erica? What happened? So what are they doing? Now I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I notice here, and I don't know if y'all wherever you're at, let us know what state you're in. They are the Chinese, okay? They're not opening up the restaurants. They're not opening up the nail salons. They're not opening up their stores. They're not opening their stores, okay? Okay. All right. So if you have any questions, come with your questions, family. Come with your questions. Put your questions in the chat. We are taking questions about if you want to know what's going on with your state. But let us know if you notice, because there was an article that came up that said the Chinese people were calling, and that's another thing. Did y'all see the article? They're saying that the Chinese are banning all black people out of their country. All black people are banned from China. That's what they said. I don't know how true it is, and I feel like that's not true. I feel like they show a lot of fake news here on some of the things. I don't know. I feel like it's not true, but it may be. I don't know. But in your states, tell me what's going on because there was a word put out that they needed to come back to China. Okay.
Jana Alltrade says, "Is it true that some of these celebrities on house arrest, like Ellen DeGeneres, are pedophilia?" I,
That's true.
yeah, it's a real
That's true.
indictment on a lot of them. A lot of them been named in there on these indictments. Now I don't know if every name is authentic, but a lot of those names are on this indictment.
All right. How come this is loud? All right, family. Any questions? Any questions?
Pink 27 says, yes, they're scared, but most nail salons are owned by Vietnamese people.
Not most of them. Not a lot of them here in Georgia is owned by Chinese and Korean. Most of the actual Koreans here that I know are they're either Korean or Chinese that own the nail salons. I know in New York a lot of Vietnamese own the nail salons, but that's not true here. Either they're Korean or they're Chinese. There's a few of them that are Philippine too that own some.
And I think in Texas is a bunch of Chinese people. I guess it's just different wherever you at.
Right. It depends on where most of that where most of them are at. Okay.
Mia Brooks says, I saw a dolphin, but I swear it looked red.
Red. Where you see the red dolphin at? Where'd you see a red dolphin?
In Florida, Daytona Beach.
When? Recently or a while back?
Erica McFarland, is it true that he really tell people to drink bleach? Yeah, he said some crazy shit. Trump is crazy. That you gotta watch. He got because some people are such fanatics of Trump. They'll do whatever he tell them to do.
That's right.
And he was just joking. I think he was
The
joking.
Chinese doctors. Chinese doctors. Oh, what you talking about? The Chinese doctors?
Kia Green, I was watching the news and they were showing glowing dolphins. What's going on with that?
Where you see glow? Who said that? Kia
Kia
Green.
Green.
You said they were showing glowing dolphins. See, let me tell y'all something. I told y'all under that sea, there's no joke. There's beings and cities under the sea. I'm not surprised. Did y'all see the article we put up about the dolphins? Come on, y'all got to start doing your research and y'all got to start paying attention and reading stuff. Okay, y'all got to come on. Y'all got to be
Um, uh,
doing your research. You'll see there's all kind of beings under that sea.
uh,
I'm not surprised they got glowing dolphins.
Albert Draper says, any knowledge on energy beings?
What kind of knowledge?
Like what? I guess he's
Cosmic
asking. I
beings,
guess
you
he's
know.
asking, what do you see with it? Like energy beings. What do you mean by that,
What type of
Albert?
energy? There's many different type of energy beings. There's many different types.
Like he just said, any knowledge. Like what you mean? Like what do you want to know about them? Like like which ones? Beings that show themselves as energy. Oh, like the like. Remember you
Mhm.
kept saying you seen the aliens that almost like invisible.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that's what he's talking about. Kind of like that movie we was watching when the alien beings were
Well,
killing
I'm gonna tell
everybody.
y'all like this. This is just kind of suspicious right here.
Okay.
Okay, you see that? Hold on, y'all. All of that, that's suspicious.
Mhm.
Suspicious.
Mhm.
Sudoku and Bamba. Sudoku and Bamba. Sudoku and Bamba. Okay. Now, let's keep it moving. Um, in China, let me read the comments. In China, hold on, y'all, because it's making. Let me see. That's what the fall of the canal is about. Okay. Let me see. In China, because it's not picking. Y'all know how. Okay, here it goes. You right, Nikki. Entertainment celebrity Ashley Ross, Miss Minnie, reality star Little Woman ATL passed away yesterday. See? Oh, really? I didn't even know that. Wow. Is the
You
government
talking
going
about
to
the
create
midget?
digital currency? Then Denka, I believe the government already has digital currency. I believe they already have digital currency. So we're saying that they're not going to create it. They already got it. Yep. They already got it. So trust me. Trust me. They ain't sleeping on it. Baby. And as a matter of fact, it seems like they've been had digital currency. You're talking about like Bitcoin and all that stuff. There is, okay, that's the other thing. Okay, so let's talk about the economics. The economics is changing over, okay? Um,
He's saying the ones that be out observing in the out of state body.
there's a lot of them already here. Alberto, let me see, Albert, there's a lot of them here. I see them walking around all the time. And there's more because when the portal opened, they let them down. So there's a lot more. A lot more of the energy beings is down here. And they're disagreeable and agreeable. That's why you're probably seeing a rise of possessions taking place, of spiritual possessions. Okay? What?
Jana Altrade says, "Is Michelle Obama really a man?" Barack Obama called his wife Michael in three different speeches.
What? Barack Obama, he called his wife Michael. I don't know about all that. She just might as well be a transvestite, but I don't want to. I don't even want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. I mean, honestly speaking, I don't want to talk. I don't want to touch on that. Okay. Bill Gates has, I believe in a. Okay, Bill Gates has a cryptocurrency that will be backed by the energy that the body produces allegedly. Really, Candy Rain? I didn't hear about that either.
He said, "What portal are you talking about?"
Huh?
He said, "What portal are you talking about?"
Um, there was a portal that was open in August. A Lion's Gate. There was a portal that was open. Okay.
Nisha Danny says, "How do you guys feel about open mouth and clearing the house? Is it the strongest thing available?" I don't know what that means.
Elaborate on that, Nisha, because we deal straight with African stuff. We deal straight with, you're talking about something more sounds like a hoodoo or something different, opening the mouth, what? We deal with straight African gods, African rituals. We deal with African herbs. We got many different type of things that we use to cleanse the house. So, I mean, we got a lot of powerful African herbs that come from Africa that we use. We're saying that you got to elaborate a little bit more on what you mean.
Hold on, right quick. Oh shit! I almost fell.
Oh, what you see? Okay. All right. So let me see. Wait, how you get back to the you? Where's it? Where's our thing at? Okay, hold on, y'all. We're getting back to the chat. Okay. All right. Are there some super powerful beings out there in the universe? Oh, yes, there is, Mia. There's some super powerful beings that are not playing. Okay? Not playing. These beings are not playing. These beings are not dealing with the energy of unrighteous people, unrighteous folk, unrighteous beings that are not doing what's right on this earth. These beings are not playing at all. Okay? So yes, there's some powerful ones that man, let me tell you, so they'll make you disappear just like that. And I know in Africa, there's a lot of beings like that. Tell me what I trust me when I tell you. Yeah, that explains why I see shadows pissing me off a lot. Pink said, you said shadows are pissing you off? Shadows are pissing you off? Okay. All right. All right. So we got an influx of my Hispanic sisters and brothers on Facebook. Y'all coming in by the numbers. How y'all doing? Y'all want to speak? Because we see you. We see you. Okay? I'm just letting you know we see you. Okay? So let me tell y'all something. Facebook, are y'all seeing all this? Bill, okay. Y'all seeing all this? How y'all doing? Y'all good? Y'all got something to say? Y'all want to ask some questions? Y'all want to ask questions? All right. Interdimensional beings. Do you think they're ETs? Albert, we've been talking about that. We did a whole show on that, last month about the different beings that are here? Oh, yeah, there's definitely some interdimensional beings here. If you missed the show, go back and watch our show. We talked about it. They are here now. As a matter of fact, y'all, when we was riding home yesterday, we seen a ship, and I knew that it was them. It wasn't an airplane. It wasn't a helicopter. It was a ship. And the night before we had went out, not even the night before, it was about 5 o'clock in the morning, we went out and we asked them to reveal themselves. When we were coming home last night, I watched it. It was near the moon. And I kept telling Brother Dinkra, I said, look, that's a ship right there. All right? So when we start driving down the highway, because it's pretty much a wooded area, it just flew over the car like to say, we're here. And I knew it was them. And it came close enough where you could actually see it. It wasn't no plane. It wasn't a helicopter. It wasn't no military plane. It wasn't no Navy aircraft from the Air Force. It was a ship. And then it took off, just like that. We seen it yesterday. So these beings are here. And as we told you all, this weather that I told you all that we see is getting ready to come. It's getting ready to be crazy. They're hiding behind that because there's stuff going on. There's a war going on. Trust me when I tell you there's a war going on. Okay?
Oh, this dude is playing with you, I guess. He's playing.
Who? What did he say? Oh, Albert. Well, if they're unsatisfying, you're more than welcome to get off the show. You're more than welcome to get off if they're unsatisfying. You know what I mean? You don't want to start none. Go ahead and keep it moving. We ain't got time. We trying to do predictions for the month. Now, if they're unsatisfying, you are more than welcome to find another show that'll satisfy your needs of wanting to know about beans. Okay? All right. Now let's keep it moving. All right. Any questions, family? Is the earth flat? Then Deca. No. I'm not with all that flat earth theory and all that bullshit that they be talking with all that flat. No. I don't see that. Y'all see this behind us? This is a picture of the earth. This is the picture of the earth. Okay? So now, let me tell y'all, you got to use your logical senses. Look at your eyeballs, right? Are your eyeballs round, right? So if they take your eyeballs out of your head, they're round, aren't they? Right? That's exactly how the earth looks. It's round. What?
Are you read any of these while I was gone?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I thought open mouth was African. I got it from an African store. What you talking about, open mouth?
Are you talking about an open mouth ceremony? Are you talking about that? You gotta let me explain something to y'all. There's over 3,000 tribes in Africa. Okay. Every tribe doesn't do the same thing. Every tribe has their own gods. Every tribe has their own medicines. Now, what you will see in Africa, which is common, a lot of medicines, a lot of the rituals or the medicines or the plants are used and made with black soap or with a charcoal, right? You see a lot of that. It's very common in the tribes when you're making your medicine to use black charcoal, okay? So saying that, family, do not get it confused. Every tribe has their own way of doing things too. So each tribe, okay? Oops, hold on,
She
y'all.
said, "Oh, she talking about the herb, the open mouth herb.
Oh, okay. I know
That's
what you're
what she
talking
talking
about.
about. The
Yeah.
one, yeah, I know what
We
you
got
talking about.
some of the, well, I have
She
some in
talking
my
about the open
collection. You
mouth
talking about
herb. I
open
thought
it.
she was talking about like a
Yeah.
ceremony
Yeah,
or
like a
something.
ceremony or something. That's what we thought. I have some of those. Yeah, those are very good for cleansing negative energy and also getting demons out of your house. Okay? Yeah, I got some of those. And it's like this, it's open. The mouth is open, right? And you put it on charcoal and you burn it. Yeah. Okay, any more questions?
Okay. She said, "Oh no, I think she means walking around the house like sage and talking to spirits and telling them to leave." Okay. Okay.
Okay, yeah, those are pretty good. All right, family, those beings in the ship, do they look like us? Majestic Rod, they do. They know how to shapeshift. These beings know how to shapeshift. Okay? They know how to shapeshift. Who built the pyramids in Egypt? Was it the aliens or Egyptians? Then Deca, the Egyptians, the modern day Egyptians are Arabs. The ancient Egyptians are Nubians. Okay?
Mhm.
Um, they're Nubians. Now, uh, Tandinka, those pyramids were not built. At one time, that land used to be called the land, okay, of stone. So back then, that land in Cairo, in Egypt, was nothing but stone. Those pyramids and that Sphinx were created by high tech laser technology that they had back then. So when they say that they cannot even fit a strand of hair through the blocks of the pyramids, you know why? Because they were not built, they were laser out, okay? They were laser out, okay?
Peace and blessings line 211777. Let's see who we got. I Ra little brother. Is there any way we can contact these powerful beings that exist here now?
Go outside and call upon them. Go outside, ask them to reveal themselves to you. Go ahead, don't be afraid. Go outside, and if you have to do it every night, go outside till they reveal themselves to you so you can see. Yes, as long as you're not scared.
Miss Erica say, are plants cosmic beings? What type of plants are good plants to keep in your home?
Erica, we just got some plants. I will show you, but I don't want to put the camera up there. But we just bought some plants. There's a lot of different plants that are pretty good.
You can use ivory. Ivory's real good too.
That's
If
for
you're not allergic to it.
right. That. But she's talking about on a spiritual level. There's a lot of different plants. Just Google the plants that are good to keep in your home. African violet's one of them. That's very good. African violet is very powerful too. You could also use those for protection. Okay, that's one of the popular ones I know. Okay. Um, what is the butterfly feeling I keep getting in my lower abdomen? Is it an instant? It does not hurt, just flutters, and I'm way too old to be with a child left. Now, how you know? How old are you? How old are you, Sir Cat? How old are you? Because I know women that have babies in their 50s, okay? And you know, usually that butterfly feeling comes from a little baby inside your womb.
Shit. In recent years, some women done had them in their 70s.
Exactly. Exactly.
Shit.
Hey, Christian Martinez, welcome. Welcome, family. Martha, where's all my Hispanic brothers and sisters coming from? Y'all, who referred y'all to the show? Who referred y'all to the show? Modi Busta, how are you? So, okay, you stop playing. 46, yeah, you can still have babies. Stop playing. Ah, lovely Angels Rodriguez. So how you doing? What's up with my sisters, my Hispanic sisters and brothers? Y'all coming in here by the numbers. Welcome to the spiritual vault.
Um, Nisha, Danny, do we speak to them like we speak to our lineage ancestors? She's talking about the plants.
You talk to I talk look here, when I walk
They'll
in,
talk to you. Plants will talk to you.
right, they'll talk to you. You talk to them. You treat them just like they're your brothers and sisters. It's like the trees. It's like when you go outside and deal with the trees, you treat them like your brothers and sisters.
A rock will talk to you if it feels like it. Rocks are kind of stubborn, but they will talk to you.
Exactly. Yep.
Yes, we
Any
got.
more questions, family?
Um, Nisha Danny says snake plants are amazing. Eucalyptus promotes good energy. Eucalyptus. You know, I like peppermint. I like that peppermint smell.
Yeah.
At first I didn't like peppermint, but I like it now.
You
Cause
oh you like it?
you burn it so much.
I burn peppermint so he don't snore. Okay? So he don't snore. That's right. All right, family, any questions? We waiting for questions.
Y'all got any questions, YouTube?
Come with your questions.
Been over here hour and 7 minutes anyway.
All right, so we've been over. We over, family. We over. So y'all, if you don't have no questions, it's time to go. It's time to go. No questions on YouTube?
Will it be safe to travel eventually?
Um,
Yeah, eventually.
huh. Will you talk to the camera? Don't worry about what I'm doing over here.
You supposed to be on the show? You
No,
always
no,
talking.
no, you talk to the people. He's over here worried about what I'm
No,
doing.
because she always be like, "Don't text me, don't call me on the show," and she's doing it now.
No, I'm talking to
Yeah,
somebody who's on the show,
yeah.
who's watching.
It'll be yeah, it'll be safe to travel. I'm gonna say maybe the last week of May.
You think so?
Yeah,
I don't know, but we was in the post office today and somebody couldn't get their passport. If you're trying to get a passport, it's going to be a delay in the
they
passport,
said 10 to
10,
12.
10 to 12 weeks. 10 to 12 weeks, y'all. A delay in the passport.
Mia Brooks says, "How far can you go back when doing a past life reading?"
How far can I go back, me? Did you really ask me that question, Mia? Did you really, really
Oh, she
ask
didn't
me that
say. She
question?
said past reading.
What you mean, past life or past life reading, Mia? All the way back millions of years ago to tell you if you an ancient one? Yeah, I could go back. Go back. I can go back before the earth began. How about we go on the archaic records? How about we go back 16, 20 dimensions? Majestic Ra. Majestic Ra, what you talk about?
I've Rod little brother says, "Does Cabo Verde have beach houses?"
Cabo Verde does have beach houses. Cabo Verde is very pretty. As a matter of fact, although Cabo Verde is off the west coast of Africa, a lot of the inland, you know how they say we have villages. We got islands. So within the island, there's the little village, okay. But Cabo, because it's off the beach, because it's right off the beach, next to Senegal, Dakar, the Gambia, um, you know, and it's mostly water surrounded it. They're considered islands opposed to tribes or village tribes, okay. Excuse me, villages. I mean, what other questions?
She said past life. She was talking about past life.
Okay. So depends. Mia, you want a past life reading? Let me know. Okay.
Jana Altrey says, when we go into this new currency system, is the government going to forgive everybody's debt from the old money system?
I'm really hoping that they're working on that now. I'm hoping that they're working on it because a lot of people are really dealing with these creditors and they're trying not to act like they want to work with somebody. So we're hoping, put it out in the universe and they will be dealing with them. Put it out there that and I don't care if you got to call the better bill, you got to call your local congressman or whatever to make these companies work with you and these businesses work with that light company, gas company, all of them because they need to work with you because a lot of people they got laid off their jobs. Some people got couldn't go to work, so they don't have money to pay. So they got no choice but to really work with you. And a lot of these companies are being funny though.
They want their money.
Report their asses.
Um, Nisha Danny says Gambia is encouraging African American brothers and sisters to relocate.
Say it again.
She says Gambia is encouraging the African American brothers and sisters to relocate.
You talking about the Gambia? The Gambia? Okay. How is Life California going to be after their life restriction? It's going to be a little bit more laid back, Candy Rain. It's going to be more humble. You're going to notice, although I heard California, especially LA area, had more like a humble kind of slow spirit, it's going to be even more now. People, this really has scared some people, and it's humbled a lot of people's spirits down. Okay, don't get it confused.
Yeah. I was listening to a brother about 3 days ago, 3 or 4 days ago, and he was saying that after going through all of this, he said once everything gets back to normal, he's gonna experience life. He's gonna travel the world. He's gonna go enjoy life. He's not staying at home. He said he used to go out to the club, have a drink, and then go home. He said he's finna, him and his wife are finna just, he wants to travel and go places and do things. He's instead of sitting on his money saving it. He said he's gonna go live life. So I thought that was interesting though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know.
All right, Candy Rain. Okay, hold on, y'all. Okay.
Nisha Danny says, yeah, very affordable land and houses. Saw it on Facebook. What I like about Africa, you don't got to pay taxes on your land. You go, and in most of the countries, you don't have to pay taxes on your land. You buy your land, and you don't have to pay taxes. Like here, you got to constantly pay taxes on your land.
Hey, KD. Hey, KD Williams. And all is well. I know all is well, sis. All right, family. So pretty much for the month of May, um, just look forward to energy change with the finances, the politics. There's going to be some chaos in the politics, okay? The political arena, Trump, the governor. It's going to be a little bit of a mess there. Don't say I didn't tell you so. The weather's going to be off the chain again, but it's because they have to finish their war up there and down there, which means in the cosmos and under the sea and underground, okay? So we're going to see that, okay? For the most part, though, family, May is going to be a month where everybody's going to start adjusting back to, the normal life again. But it's going to be a little bit different where you are going to feel like it's a new earth. The economic is going to be different. Okay, a lot of stuff is going to be changing. You're going to see a lot of places closed down. Like I said, there's some big corporations closing down. So do not sleep on that. A lot of big corporations are going to be closing down. More small businesses are going to be popping up. If you have a business in mind, put it into play right now and allow it to manifest into your existence. And do go to your ancestors' family, okay?
Erica McFarland says, I got my medicine pack necklace. Is beautiful.
You are so welcome. You are so welcome, Erica. Do not get it wet. Do not take a shower with it. And do not have any sexual relations with it on. You good. Always handle it with your left hand because in Africa, to deal with anything with the right hand is disrespectful to spirit. So you hold it. You can take it off with both, but hold it in your right hand. Left hand, I'm sorry, okay?
Yeah, so anytime y'all get spiritual necklaces or protection from us, any necklace, anything, because we work over all the stuff that we sell. Never have sex with it on.
That's right. Right. Because the energy will break it. And don't get it wet because anything wet, if you get it wet, it's going to break all the power on it. Okay? Water, like I told you all, is the most powerful element in the earth. Okay? The most powerful element. You don't want to mess with that water. It will break anything they put on, and a woman's period blood will break anything they put on. Okay? Don't get
Uh,
it confused.
Nisha Danny says, will population get bad again? Will pollution get bad again with the activity?
Um,
I don't see it's
No,
gonna be as
I don't
bad as
see
it
it's going
used
to
to
be
be.
as bad as it used to be. There's going to be a lot that changes. I want to put this out there too, family. As we was watching that documentary, animals they can't slaughter animals. That's why we got to slowly but surely be taking off the meat because it's like they have to have a whole new respect for life.
And I
Okay,
think that's why they started doing this to
right,
people also, like making us like feel full. A lot of people are eating now and they're feeling extra heavy
right.
when they
Do
eat.
y'all notice that? Okay, this is another thing. Let me ask y'all. We'll probably talk about this on Thursday. Who has had a lot of acid reflux lately? Have you been up with acid reflux? Because we got a couple of calls. People were dealing with stomach problems. Okay, we'll talk about that on Thursday.
See,
Things you could do.
see, Thomas says I didn't know that, so do I have to order another one?
Who said that?
See, Thomas.
See, Thomas, you took a shower with it. I did tell you that. See, Thomas, you
She
always watch
probably
the
she
shows. You
probably
know
missed
that.
some.
See, Thomas, just if you send it back, you pay for shipping. Send it back, and we'll redo it for you. I'll try. You don't have to pay for a whole full a new one. We'll just charge to put protection on it. Okay. We'll talk about that after. So just send it back.
Hmm.
Okay.
Any more questions, family?
Okay. I see. Hold on. I heard Trump was gone and income taxes. Do you see that? Not yet. Not yet. And if he does, that'll be good. But they need to make sure that they compensate for all of the losses that we have taken. Let me see, Norca Yanez. Do I have to start speaking Spanish up here? Hola, hola, family. Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás?
Hey, they don't still speaking you in Spanish.
Huh?
Can you speak Spanish?
Poquito, poquito.
Uh,
Can you speak Spanish? Because you a Mexican. You was hanging around Mexicans in Texas, so you ought to know how to speak Spanish, Brother
that
Dinkra.
don't mean nothing. Shit, out Mexican people cool, man. I don't know. I can speak. I don't. I can't speak it, but I know what they be saying when they be talking. Shit.
I can't even say I was taking baking soda. I mean, I got a whole influx of my Hispanic brothers and sisters watching. Fix that real quick. Watching. I
Oh
already
god
erased some
damn.
stuff out of there. What the hell they doing?
That's probably on what you call it.
On Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of them watching. Sandra, let me see. Carter Bajal, Sanchez.
See right here.
So the medicine pack necklace is for protection. Yes, Pinky Lee. They have different ones though, different medicines that I put in there. So it's for protection. We have different type. Some to if people try to do spiritual work on you, it'll send it right back to them. These are African spirits, okay? So it'll send it right back to them. So we have those kind. We have one for protection. We have one for the body, one for health. We got all type of spiritual medicine necklaces. In Africa, they have different names. That one is called a bakulu pouch. Whatever medicine you need. So we do a divination and we look in there and you need, say, because somebody's trying to do spiritual work on you, we'll put the spirit in it. We put spirit in shells too. And the carry shells, we put spirits in them. So if they're trying to do work on you, it's going to send it back and it's going to hit them 10 times worse. Okay? These African spirits are no joke. People don't want to play with them. Because if a person is doing unrighteous work and trying to do rituals on you, what this spirit will do And this is one of the most power one of the most powerful spirits we have. This spirit will take it back. So just say if somebody's trying to do a ritual to kill you or harm you, this spirit will take it back and it will do that to the person and they will die. It's not a joke. It's not a game. And this is why we tell people and we recommend that you do righteous works with
Yeah.
your gifts. Don't do if you're dealing with rituals or you're dealing with spells or whatever you want to call it, whether it's voodoo, hoodoo, palo, whether it's santeria, whatever you're doing. If you don't do righteous with it, you better be careful because this is another thing. Anybody who's doing unrighteous works is going to see their demise. The spirits are going to come back, and the spirits are going to do whatever you're doing and put it back on you.
And you know that's so true. I was reading a story about a babalao, right? But he was in the he was of the Cuban pantheon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't know this. You got to do what's righteous because when you get initiated, you're a representation of whatever spirit that's initiated with you. So say if you're say this guy that I was reading about, he was a babalao, he was a priest of Batala, right? And he was doing shit he had no business doing. He was doing ritual work for drug dealers, keeping them out of jail, guys that were doing things like killing people, all kind of shit, right? And he was warned to stop it, but he wouldn't stop it. And because Obatala gives you chance after chance after chance to kind of get it right, he still didn't stop it. And long story short, the way he died, you could tell that you could tell it was the spirit that did it to him because when before he died, his head swelled up real big, and he dropped a lot of weight, and because he was doing a lot of unrighteous stuff, doing spiritual work for people that he wasn't supposed to because he was reading it and then still doing the ritual anyway. And when he died, his body transformed back to look like he was alive, but he was dead. Looked normal, his head shrunk and everything. And then when so it was like it was that spirit was showing you, the spirit of Obatala, because Obatala was over his head, was just showing people and the Santeros that were watching him and the Babalaos that were watching him, this is what's gonna happen to you if you don't do what's righteous. And
Right.
that's a very righteous deity. That's a very righteous Orisha. You can't be just doing any type of shit if if you if you're a Batala priest or any of them for that matter, because you represent them. You can't be out here killing people and doing all kind of shit that you have no business doing because you're making that spirit or that Orisha look bad.
That's right. That's right. You better be very careful.
Six
MC
point dweller.
Hernandez. My sister, my sister, my sister. She been my sister for a long time, y'all. And I've been telling her years ago, you supposed to be doing spiritual work. You ancestors are calling you. The gods, the spirits are calling you. And finally, here she is reading tarot cards. Well, well, well. And I'm gonna tell you something else, sister. You don't need them tarot cards because you can see like I can see. So stop playing. Stop playing. You know what I'm talking about. I love you though. We'll talk. We'll talk more. How is life in California going to be after the lift the restriction? Let me go. Let me go down here, y'all.
All right, Pinky Lee, hit us up.
Oh, this is a
Off
work in
air.
progress.
Pinky Lee says, I need one more. I need one for protection and health, please.
Okay, you could go on the website and order it, Pinky Lee. Okay, go on the website and order it.
Erica McFarland says, I need protection from my house. Yeah, y'all could order all of this stuff on the website, family.
Right. You have the website. Go on the website. You can order the protection for the health and for the and I like to tell people in Africa it's medicine. You understand? So it's different herbs that are used that are put into there that we do certain rituals over. Sometimes there's certain spirits we put in there, and you know what I mean. So there's different things. Everybody has their own gods. Everybody has their own spirits, right? So let's not make no mistake about it. If y'all seen a post I put up earlier, y'all gotta understand. Yoruba is different than Akan. Akan is different than Frutista. Many different tribes have their own traditions and
Hmm.
gods, but one of the things that's common in Africa is that black soap and charcoal is used to make certain medicines or to make, certain offerings to the gods, to the African gods, or whatever the gods of your tribes are. Okay, so don't get it confused because I remember somebody came to me before. They do that in Europe. I was like, but they do that in the con too. We do that in fruit trees too. We make certain medicines for the different spirits. It's the same thing, but we just use different names and they use different offerings to make them with certain things.
Hmm.
So it's not just Europe. It's a lot of other tribes use the same things, but they're just different names.
And
Okay.
don't and I can't stress this enough. So a lot of things that you see on the internet for as dealing with the spirit is not correct information. Now some of it is like it may like I say at a if you want to grade it from at 100 like at 10 out of just say 9 out of 10, I would say probably about I would give it probably like a maybe 6, maybe 6 out of 10 of those things, not even that. I say maybe 4 out of 10 of those things may be correct. Cause I was reading some of this information on even in some of the books,
Mhm.
and then a lot of you gotta remember a lot of traditions they do it totally opposite in Africa. They have some of the stuff they use, but they don't have everything.
All
So
right.
y'all be careful with that, cause you may give something that may offend, may offend one of those spirits.
That's right. All right. Candy Rain, get some garlic. Get garlic, right? Fresh garlic. Cut it in half. Put it at the bottom of your son's feet. It'll take his fever away. Okay? Cut it in half. Make sure the cut in half clove touches the bottom of your son's feet. Okay? Put socks on him and it'll take the fever away. Fresh garlic though.
6 Point dweller, where you been, man? You all right, family?
All right, family. So we're saying that Candy Red says hola hermanas y hermanos.
Um, Nisha Danny says I was thinking about getting the protection bracelet from you guys and putting it on my doorknobs. Is that silly? You're actually supposed to get
Well, we have what we call a bakul pouch, which you can put on your doorknobs. Okay, you don't have to get the long necklace. That's for your body. The we have the small ones we make. Do we have one available? No.
nah every
Okay, we just sent them all out today.
she'll make like 10 of them at a time. As soon as she put
I
them on the
make them. They
altar,
go. Yeah.
they go.
Okay. Hey Amber, know all is well, Amber. Georgia is giving out a pandemic unemployment. Do you see me getting it soon? Really, Jaleesa?
Maintaining the elevator. I
I'm
hear
seeing
that,
there's a
brother.
little bit of I'm saying there's a little bit of a delay, but you will get it. But it's gonna be a delay. I'm saying about maybe about 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah. Okay.
Long as you elevating 6 Point dweller, don't switch up. Keep elevating, my brother.
What time is it?
Right here we 30 minutes over.
All right. No, we're not. It's
It's
1:28.
29,
All right.
129.
All right. We about to get up off of here,
Ticking.
y'all. Been off too long. Got some work to do. We gotta go give an offering.
Shit, I know
Um,
that's right.
we gotta go out, do that. Okay. So we gotta get off of here. We want to thank y'all for tuning into the Spiritual Vault. And until next time, hope y'all enjoyed. No, I'm gonna say hope. I told y'all don't say hope. So we're gonna say we know y'all enjoyed the show. Okay. Um, be safe. Still wear your masks. Still keep your gloves. Okay. All will be fine. All right. Yes,
Pinky.
family. If you are denied regular unemployment, you can apply for pandemic unemployment. $600 a week, family.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
really?
what you call it was telling me about. I forgot to call him
Oh,
back.
okay. Thank you both for your energy. Love y'all, family. Love you too. Talib Barnes, you came late, Talib. Talib, we mailed off your package today too, okay? Your package is there. All right, be safe and we'll talk, family. All right, family, we'll talk.
Nisha Dennis, I appreciate you guys.
You're welcome. Thank you for
Yes, Pinky
tuning in.
Lee. Every necklace we make is specific for the person.
Right, we don't have them commercial. You can't come in and get a shelf. Every necklace has to be made by hand. And let me put that out there too. Anybody who orders anything else, give us within 2 weeks to order. Once they're made for you, then they're put on the shrines for 3 days. Okay, so you don't because I get people say, "Well, did you send it off?" No, it has to sit on the shrine for 3 days. So whatever shrine that we sit it on, based off of what you have ordered and what you need, you're gonna have to wait 3 days because you want the fullest protection. You want the most powerful protection. So it has to stay on the shrine for 3 days. Okay, within 2 weeks, you will get your stuff. Okay, so don't panic. Love you too, Sir Cats. All right, family. So on that note, we're getting off of here. We gotta go. Got an offering to do. We'll see y'all soon. You ain't got to go home, but as Martin used to say, you got to get up out of here. We're gonna leave y'all with what song, y'all? What y'all want to hear?
You already know Pinky Lee made her vote.
What?
Magic spell.
That's what she did, Pinky Lee. She
Yeah,
already put it out
she
there.
way before you said anything. See,
Pinky Lee, Pinky Lee, Pinky Lee. Let me see. Let me find Magic Spell. Let's find Magic Spell. Where is it? Yeah, family, we still got to go out and do an offering. Where is it? Here we go.
you turned. Oh, you got it.
As you go.
You
Oh, wait,
turned
hold
it
on.
off. You
What
paused
they
it.
do? What they do to the
You
song?
paused
Okay,
it.
let me see that nine. Y'all see? It's gonna be alright, and I will not put up a fight. I got something for you. I'm gonna add a little sugar, gonna add a little cream. If you know what I mean. I'm gonna add a little spice and mix it just right. This is what I gotta do. I'm gonna light your fire to burn your desire. For any woman who cross paths with you, I've got you under my magic spell. Got you under my magic spell. Sleep real good tonight while I work my magic to get you right. When you wake, you will only want me. I will be your only fantasy. I've got you under my magic spell. 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 Mecca, Aikua, Menua Eriten, Kermam, Leturu, and Sekuru. I got you under my magic spell. I got you under my magic spell. I got you under my magic spell. As you go to sleep at night, again, it's gonna be alright. And I will not put up a fight. I got something for you. Rise, rise,